are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Luminary Launch webinar number 2. We couldn't stop talking about how much we love this work, so we are doing the second one. Hello, my dear faculty. How are you?
Hello.
Hello.
This is the dream team. We're coming to you as the dream team, making your dreams happening as well. And today we would love to talk about the incredible success stories we get to witness, we get to co-create, we get to feel fulfilled about, and why it matters for you, why you need to hear it. And I'm going to start with Kate. Kate has a story, several stories, but she picked one for you, and she's
Yes.
going to share that video. And go ahead, Kate. Let's hear from you.
So I know at least in my network, we have some educators and educational leaders who are interested in doing coaching program. And it's my mission to bring coaching into schools. And so I thought I'd start by telling a story. And previously, I've taken 2 educational leaders through the program.
Yes.
And so one of them said, this course was structured to allow for independent learning within a safe community of learners where we could put our learning into practice every week.
Boom.
It sounds like she wrote that, but she told me that and I typed it out. And what she liked is that the structure was like, you're constantly like, because we're teachers, right?
Yeah.
You know, like you learn it and you put it into practice. You learn it, you put it into practice.
Yeah.
Because I think so many things that we sign up to do, or maybe I sign up for a lot of things that are like, here's how you can do this.
Yeah.
And then I don't ever apply it. And so that application is key. And really, personally, for me, that's what made the difference for me to actually start like identifying as a coach.
Yeah.
And then I loved, so I've got a few comments here, if that's okay.
Go ahead. Absolutely.
She was like, I said something that I so believe that I almost wish I said it, but she said the self-paced material, the quantity and the quality matched.
Oh.
Which I thought, you know, sometimes you get a ton of, like people say, oh, you get this and you get this and it's a ton, but the quality's low.
Yeah.
Or you get something that's super high quality, but it's not quite enough of it.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a really good observation because it's not just learning to be a coach and coming to class. It's the library, which is massive. And the fact that you always have it. And then I wanted to know what she felt the impact was on her.
I love that. Hi, Nathan.
Shiny. Hi, Kate.
Good to see you, Nathan. Another faculty trainer of us, everyone, is joining from New York. Nathan.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm just,
Joey,
Nathan, I'm just updating on, I'm giving a testimonial from one of the previous cohorts that I had.
I want us to talk about that because I've never thought about it, right? I mean, I created my digital library, I produced my videos, and obviously I created the way that I would think that would be beneficial and helpful for somebody to learn. But I've never heard such a thing in so much detail as you are sharing right now, Kate. And then I want you to share your own comments because you have gone through the same thing in the digital library, like quantity and quality matching. That's a very detailed comment. So,
Isn't it great?
yeah. So,
Yeah.
what do you think about that?
Well, if anybody's watched the other parts where we talk on the episode or anything, I watched you for like 2 hours straight on YouTube before I decided to join.
That's right.
So I was like, I can't learn from somebody that's reading a prompter or just, you know, so I would agree. I would agree. The quantity is high and the
Yeah.
quality is high.
Yeah.
And she super loved, I was telling her about the new structure.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, I want to join that new. Yeah, I want to come in and do it. That sounds amazing." She's super excited, and she also said the impact of having taken the course immediately transformed her career in education
Wow.
because coaching's inevitably a part of what she was doing as a curriculum, not really a curriculum coordinator, kind of a curriculum coordinator, but working with teachers. She immediately, she would learn and then practice in the class, but then apply it straight away in her position.
Wow.
Um,
Incredible. I love that. Immediate application is what I love hearing. Yay. I'm going to give you heart emojis. My heart emojis. There you go.
Yay. And then the last thing she just thought that this, I don't know if she's ready, but it gives her the possibility. She now has this extra skill that she can turn in if she wants to a side hustle, to
Yeah.
something, as an extra income stream.
Hmm. Yeah.
So it,
That is big. Let's also talk about that, shall we? Let's
yeah.
talk about that because that's another question that is very asked frequently to me. Like I hear it a lot. Like, how am I going to, make money? I mean, yeah, I mean, I can become a coach, I can get the coaching skills, but how can I turn it into business, something that I can make money from? And that's where I get super passionate because we live in a world of brands. All the brands that you look at in the world, Coca-Cola's and big banks like JP Morgan's and Citibank's and Google and Meta and AI right now in like ChatGPT, they're all brands. And you also become a brand. I come from a marketing and branding background. That's all I knew. Branding was my passion because branding is what makes you you. So that is something that I also am super passionate about. When you share your own promise, your brand promise, when you turn it into a package, which is your coaching packages, your offers, then you become the brand, and then your offers become your products, and then boom, you have a business, which you are an amazing, actually, example of. Kate, you did that right away,
Yeah.
didn't you? And it took you 6 months only.
Mm. Well, after having tried for 5 years before doing the course, but
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
yes, this
I mean,
time
after
it went fast.
graduating from my faculty, it literally took you 6 months. And you literally are a great example. And it's super important that everybody knows and everybody understands that this is a program that is going to monetize who you are. Just want to drop it like like that monetization. Yeah, that's amazing. So, congrats, Kate, right away. This is what you did, an amazing testimonial comments that you received, and we look forward to seeing everybody else sharing their testimonials like that, right? Yeah, certainly. Are we ready to move on to you, Gabriele? Because you have so many examples, or do you have anything else to share, Kate?
Just so we have students starting in January, and I
Mhm.
hope I am really excited to start that course. And if that time doesn't work with you, sometimes we can organize a one-on-one
Yep.
with one of us here.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah,
there are
that's a good one.
options.
Yeah, that's a good one. We need to also highlight that. We are offering custom-made one-on-one coaching education just to fit your own busy calendar. We understand that, and we are on it. We got your back. We're gonna work with you. So just so you know, that's a good one, Kate.
That's a really good one. Yeah.
Yes.
because we hear it all the time, and it's I think a really important topic to add
Which
in.
you have done a lot. You have done.
I've done it a lot. Yeah, I've done it a lot. The
Yeah.
one-on-ones, and they're super exciting as well. And I know sometimes one-on-one can feel awkward for some people, but from experience, it's really that everyone enjoyed it because, I mean, the content, and I think this bridges because that's what I wanted to actually pick up as feedback that we got from so many of our success stories is the content and all the disciplines that are covered, the science background, and going deep. And also specifically I did a one-on-one cohort course with actually another coach as well. She was a coach, and she really, really, really went deep again, and she was so happy about all the science background, the depth of the content and the library that really allowed her to excel her own coaching business. And that was the feedback that we also got from her. And that
I
was so
remember that.
exciting. You remember that,
I
right?
remember
Yeah,
that.
we were really happy about that one.
Yeah.
So,
She
yeah.
even won speaking competitions after the
Ah,
Mhm.
yes.
She was shining in her power all over LinkedIn.
Yeah.
I remember. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what makes it really exciting, and that's I think a really nice bridge to what Kate already mentioned as well, and the feedback that she got from about the content and the library, and I think that is really, really one of the major features that we have.
Yes. Yes. Totally.
Yeah.
It's that's why it's a co-creation. It's never redo and then you receive it as a passive sponge. It's a co-creation, and we have our formula. Change equals awareness multiplied by willingness. We bring the awareness and then you multiply it with your willingness. Nothing happens if you are not willing, if you do not put your free will and turn it into willing, ing, meaning that is something that you do, you take action. It's a verb. You take your free will into action. That's willingness. I mean, that's at least how we look at it. So that's why it's a co-creation. When you show up fully and bring your free will and turn it into action, we go galactic together. Let me just put some rocket emojis. There you go. There we go. Here we go. So what else do you want to share, Gabriele, before I move to Matthew?
No, I think that's, I mean, as Kate already said, we have cohorts. We start in January and the next one in early February. And yes, it's a co-creation. So wherever you are in your journey and at your starting point, just connect with us, start with us, and it's a co-creation. So we're always here to co-create some magic together in whatever shape or form. We'll definitely find a solution to support you and to allow you to go on this galactic journey.
Boom! Woohoo! And I actually want to make a clarification here for those of you who will be watching the recording. I know some of you will. And I want to tell you that when you enroll in level 1 program, you are actually with us for the entire year of 2026. That is the luminary path. That is the luminary access. We want you to shine in every single area of your life. So it doesn't mean that you are going to start and then when your cohort is done, when you graduate, it's over. No, you're going to keep coming back. You're going to receive a 12-month access to keep coming back, to keep joining in our cohorts with Kate, Matthew, Gabriele, whenever Nathan is ready to open one, right, Nathan? So, and Katarina. So whenever you feel like oh, this is an area of my life that I can integrate at another level, you just jump on another Zoom class. And that's what we wanted to offer, because it takes a full integration. It takes a full nervous system regulation reset. And that is also another concept that we are coming up with this year, 2026, because cosmically speaking, that's one of my passions, to study the sky mechanics and understand what's going on in the sky with the cosmology, with the planets and everything. This year, 2026, is a year of a cosmic alignment that has never happened before in human history. Yeah, that's what I learned. This year, starting on February 17, all the planets, especially the outer planets, the big planets, are going to come in alignment in Aries 0 point, which is known in the world of astrology as the starting point. Aries 0 is like Aries is the first sign in the zodiac. And I am not talking about astrology in the woo-woo sense. I am never somebody who is woo-woo. I need to understand the science behind it. And that's why I have done my doctorate degrees and understood the mechanics behind everything. So when I tell you that there is cosmic alignment, please pay attention. Just because you have the sun creating the radiation and mutation for us in our body, and the moon creating the tides and all that in the oceans, all the planets, they do have nutrients, and then they do have their gravity on us. We are made up of the same stuff. You are star stuff. You are stardust. So we are stardust. So we are just like the planets. You're another planet yourself. I mean, you look at it that way in a very cosmic sense. That's why I want you to look at this entire program as a way to upgrade yourself with your operating system. If you are still running the old system that was okay until the end of 2020-25, you're going to fall behind. 2026 is going to reset, especially by the end of February. We're going to enter into a whole new planetary system, and that is going to require a reset in the operating system, in the thinking system. And that's what also we provide. Because of the content in your digital library, you're going to learn how your nervous system operates, how your brain and your heart falls into coherence, and then what that means to you in your nervous system regulation, your anxiety, your worry. All of that we're going to cover with scientific background. And that's also another reason why we have the new concept that we call this year the year of great awakening, together with 2027. And look at NeuroShine Technology as your new human operating system. We call it NST OS. Just like the new iPhone, you got the new software upgrade, right? Everyone, right? Like now our phone looks different, every app looks different. It's what I'm talking about. Even the phones are following that new upgrade. So you got to do the same thing with your thinking, with your operating system. And that's what we bring to you. When we say coaching mindset, you don't have to become a coach. You just need to get the upgrade. And then that's what we provide to you. I get passionate. I'm going to stop here and I'm going to move to you, Matthew, because I can't keep going.
Well, I
Totally.
really enjoy what both Kate and Gabrielle have shared, about some of the success stories. I would say, as we're all talking about, the success story that I experienced the most is with myself. you
Oh,
know
there you go.
um just learning the coaching skills in this very dynamic interdisciplinary way, in a very integrated way too, between I was talking about the digital library and the learning of NLP and the ICF core concepts and NeuroShine technology, and putting that together with the live weekly classes where you really focus in on maybe one aspect or a couple aspects in each class, but then the second part is putting that into practice. So that's where
Yeah.
we coach with each other
Mhm.
and really develop those skills in a very, I would say, sequential, but also, building way. We build upon the skills. So that alone, it is such an amazing set of tools and transformation. Um, I do love this whole the new Luminary path, which is more similar to what we as faculty coaches
Right.
have been able to experience because we go through level one first as a student, then we come in again as more of a faculty assistant.
Mhm.
And so going through the course a second time is just amazing to like, and the second time I went through it, I went through the videos again,
Mhm.
and it was just amazing just how much more I learned that second and third time. So, but I would say like the direct applications are very, became very evident to me. I'm a psychotherapist. I have been for 25 years. So coaching is, this newer skill that I'm adding in. And so I could definitely immediately start to see, even in my psychotherapy work, just the change, the shift from trying to, just showing up for other people in a very deep and emotional and psychologically sensitive way is, in psychotherapy, but in coaching, it's more about working, at least from my point of view, working with the mind,
Mhm.
working with the heart and the mind as in NeuroShine technology in a more direct way that is really focused on how to move from, where one is presently and how to move to that next place. And and we know in our coaching sessions, there's not a specific agenda that we follow through
Yep.
sessions. The client brings their agenda each time. So one time it might be I'm working on a very personal issue, like in my relationship, or how I manage my emotions and triggers and such, which you can work with in coaching. But
Yes.
then the next time, I might want to bring in my business and
Mhm.
like where I feel a little stuck or some aspect that I want to work on. It really allows you to like so precisely target whatever is most whatever feels the most highest need at that point in time, and to really just move through that one particular issue. So, yeah, that's what I've seen in coaching. I would also say so it direct benefit to my psychotherapy work and clients, but
Yes.
also in my personal life, in my primary relationship,
Yeah.
where for a lot of people it's your family or your partner. Those are often the most challenging relationships,
Yes.
and coaching definitely helps you work through those really challenging triggers and moments and how to like learn how to listen better and how to communicate better. And just in coaching, you hear yourself,
Yeah.
without judgment, but you hear yourself and you can observe what's happening and start to become your own coach, through the guidance and
There you
support
go.
of another coach, you become your own coach.
Boom.
So,
That's it.
yeah.
That's a mic drop moment. You become your own coach. That's it. And that's why the skills that we teach you is a lifetime. Like you cannot go wrong. There is nobody who graduated and said, "Oh, that was not good." Not that has never happened because it cannot happen because it's scientifically impossible. When you invest in yourself, when you upgrade your thinking system, it's impossible to just make something not work. If you work, it's going to work. So it's a lifetime investment. And thank you for saying that, Matthew. You become your own coach, everybody. You don't have to
Mhm.
coach other people and monetize your skills just yet. How about you coach yourself? How about you turn yourself into an amazing person that you are so proud to be? Your authentic self, your truth. Like you speak with your heart in your mouth. How about that?
Mhm.
Right? How about you just don't hold yourself back anymore? How about you don't betray yourself anymore? How about you just don't hide behind fears and worry and anxiety anymore? How about that? How much is that worth? Right? So
Everything.
I know that's all we want until we realize that's really what we want.
hmm
So this,
Freedom. I know that's one of your principles. Freedom is
yes,
like inner freedom, inner and outer freedom, the
yes.
ability to really consciously choose what you're going to invest your energy in, and
Mm.
also consciously choose where you might not want to invest your energy, which just leaves you more space to do the things that you really love.
Yeah. And I want to just highlight something, Matthew, in our latest cohort, which you were also teaching. Remember one of your students, after she graduated, she literally started blossoming. And that is so heartwarming, really heartwarming.
Mm,
And it is this like there are the pieces, there are like parts of you, perhaps you are not aware of the mechanics of them just yet. Once you show up, once you take the learning and then apply it and then keep going for 10, 11 weeks, something clicks.
mhm.
And all of a sudden, you are this integrated person. And it's delicious and it's priceless. It's really
Mhm.
priceless. That's what we want you to experience. And that's what you will experience if you bring your willingness, right? Right? So,
Mhm.
so that's what we have. Anything else you want to share, Matthew?
Mm, not off the top of my head, but I'll pop back in if something comes up.
Okay. Okay, that's amazing. I actually would love to go to Nathan because obviously he created magic at his work. Perhaps it's a
Mm.
perfect moment for you to talk about your magic at Oracle, Nathan.
Goodness, Shiny.
I know, I'm just like putting it on a spot like that.
Sure. Well, all of you are magic creators, so I'm in really good company here. But I think I sort of represent the type of person who is working in a very demanding corporate job.
Mhm.
And so I've been wanting I've sort of found my way in and out of corporate
Yeah.
over my many years in my career, but often more back in. So as coaching has been a modality that I've loved for many years, I wondered how can I do more of this when I have such a demanding job?
Yeah.
And so what sort of hit me in the I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago when I was taking the level one and level two with you, Shiny, was that I could do it within my job.
Mm.
So that was a kind of a NeuroShine moment. I don't know when the moment actually hit, but it was an extended moment. Um, extended NeuroShine moment.
Expanded
And
NeuroShine. Yep. Yeah, it was back in LA
um,
in our building. I remember that
yes,
moment. Yeah.
yes, it started there, and I would say it took a lot of dedication, and persistence to, sort of make the magic work. But I think what I've been able to demonstrate is someone who can do a produce an internal coaching program within a company and bring that modality to real life situations within a company. What I was able to do, I think I'm 3 years into it at Oracle.
Yeah.
I've been able to coach about 50 people across my broader finance organization. And I've had some really, really meaningful encounters and have been able to provide something that one wasn't in the budget for anyone to get this kind of coaching before. So it's a win-win. It
Yeah.
allowed me to get to my PCC, and it allowed 50 people, and their organizations to benefit from them empowering themselves, their teams, their performance. And so anyone who's listening here who's in this kind of a corporate job and you don't know how you're going to find your way out of it, if you think, oh, I have to find my way out before I can really coach, there might be an opportunity for you with where you are right now. And so that's what I still envision the days when I can be a speaker and a coach and be out there doing everything you're doing, Shiny. But I have to just be where I am right now. And I realize there is opportunity for me to bring this work and this service to other people
Yeah.
um, from where I'm at right now.
That's it. That's the ripple effect. And then that's just such a great piece of the puzzle that we bring here. You see, like you represent the corporate internal coaching brilliance, which you didn't even create for yourself. You replicated with Aaron in Pfizer, right? Would you
Yes.
also like to talk about that? Because I believe it's super important, super inspiring for anybody who's watching.
Sure. I mean, Aaron's another one of your students, Shiny, who I've been coaching and mentoring for the last little over a year.
Mhm.
And he's in a very similar kind of role as me, a similar kind of person to me. We both love a lot of different things. We're in a corporate job. We're love the coaching modality. So I've been able to encourage him and mentor him and coach him to do all that he's doing in his company at Pfizer, and he's giving, NLP presentations, and he's building his coaching clients. He's in the last 6 months, I think he's increased his number of clients by quite a bit, and
Yeah. Hmm.
so it's been a very rich coaching relationship, and he's doing all the work. But I'm there to encourage him and be present with him as he is able to make an impact in this way at Pfizer. So that's been really,
Yeah.
really wonderful.
Yeah, that's it. And that's exactly what I saw in him. And that's why I put you two together and the magic worked. So this is another possibility, everyone. We have all kinds of brilliance in the world, as you can tell, from corporate to psychotherapy to education to obviously Katarina is not here, but also in the academia as well. And so all kinds of magic is possible based on where you are. You can make a difference. And then this is the part that I want to highlight because I have been doing this work for 15 years now. Can you believe I'm celebrating my 15th year this month, actually? Like 15th year. I started on 1/1/11. Like what a date. Like it was January 1, 2011 when I literally legally declared my business. And that was the magical date I started. And so 2026, it's 15 years now. And for the past 15 years, plus another 10 years in my marketing and branding and advertising career, when I look back, first of all, I see myself, I wish I had Nathan in my marketing corporate background in my business, right? Wouldn't you like that, Kate? Like, wouldn't you like to have a Nathan in your organization, right?
Absolutely.
Right? I mean, I wish I had a Nathan in my organization. I wish I had Matthew as my therapists. I wish I had Gabriele in my company as my project manager. I wish I had Kate that I could learn from. It was literally impossible back then. But when I put together everything and when I look at it, why was it impossible? Because we didn't have this mindset, this operating system back then. I'm getting goosebumps. When I asked for, I need education, I need training, I need support, my companies, they would say, we don't have budget, you're on your own. They did not support me. They did not support, perhaps they're not supporting you. Perhaps you're feeling you're alone, trying to manage your work, your life, your soul. You know, that's the hardest part. When you are unaware of managing your soul's desires, it's so hard to feel the fulfillment. That's what we would love to bring to you. It's strategy and soul and science all together. And that is what makes this program click. It's going to click, and it's going to make you feel like you have it all. If you realize that you have the answer within yourself, if you want to stay in your corporate position, you're going to stay, and then you're going to make the magic work, like just like Nathan did. If you want to create your business, then you're going to just move out and you're going to create your business just like Matthew and Kate. If you would like to make a difference while you do have your full-time job, you're going to be like Gabriele. She has been with me for like almost 5 years now. She has literally single-handedly coached and trained so many leaders out there in the world who are making their difference right now. And then what Gabriele gets to feel right now is the ripple effect of all these people creating the changes, and that frequency is coming back to her, right? So that's what I want to see, that we represent as humanity, because again, 2026 is just a year before 2027, which is the Great Awakening. Things are changing, as you are all feeling, everyone, whoever is watching. Things are changing. Now, it's like we don't live in the same world anymore. We don't live in the same world anymore. Things are changing. Things are really moving fast with AI, with technology. So if you are able to use AI and technology, what about your inner AI and your inner technology? You cannot let it just fade away. You just can't. You do not have this luxury. We want to help you upgrade your inner technology, your inner operating system, so that you don't only survive, but you thrive in the upcoming years, in the upcoming decades era. And that's what we want to provide. We want to provide this like soul fulfillment that grounds you, that centers you, so that you feel on purpose. This is what I see. And for all the years that I have done this work, the 15 years before, and in my own career before, what I have always felt was the lack of purpose. Do you agree?
Mhm.
Right? Lack of purpose,
Yeah.
like lack of this connection. Like there is one thing, if you have this as your purpose, as your connection, again, you don't have to become a certified coach or an ICF credentialed coach. We just want you to be who you are and be on your purpose. So it's in the center. And then everything that you do comes from that center. And that is your home. That's your emotional home. And that's your purpose. That's your soul. And that's what we want to help you with. So whatever you choose to do, you're aligned with your truth. And that is where we are going. And this is the trajectory of the next decade, the next era. We want to support you. We want to co-create this magic with you. And so that's what I feel. That's how I am going to just highlight this. So now, going back to my amazing faculty, I also want to have this question for all of you. If you were to look at your life before NeuroShine Technology and after NeuroShine Technology, what is it that one person has to just realize that it is in their power that they can do? Most of the things that are not in our power, we are not in control of the things, but we are in control of some very important things about ourselves. And that's what we also learn and upgrade with this program. What is it that you want to share as a message? Do something with your power, and that is priceless. Just almost like your final message for everyone. I'm going to start with you, Kate.
Well, the thing I'm thinking of is I think something you infuse throughout the course is just that you don't have to be a victim to your life.
Oof,
If
boom. Yeah.
So
I,
I don't even know if that's what people want to hear because it's hard when you're in the victim mind state. If people are listening and they're there, you almost you can't see your way out of it.
yeah, I
I
know.
don't think I could have. I didn't even think I was a victim.
Yeah, me too. Me neither. I was.
And then through coaching, you see where you're, you know, the school did this or the company did that, and this happened here, and he said that, and
Yeah.
she did this, and you
Mhm.
know, and then realizing that with each interaction we have a choice, and then once you realize you have a choice, you have a responsibility, and you have a responsibility to yourself, and you have a responsibility to your alignment. So it's 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 mind blowing, but it's also simple.
Yeah. Yeah. Responsibility,
Mhm.
ability to respond,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. I love it. Thank you, Kate. All right, Gabriele, what will you say?
I'm gonna say, because this was my experience and it is something that you will all that you're listening when you join us, you'll hear a lot throughout the cohorts and the classes is trust the process.
Oh, yeah.
And basically, that's what I did before I even started. I trusted the process and I trusted that inner voice that just didn't stop. So
Yeah.
that in the end, I jumped on a call with Shiny. And again, I trusted the process. I trusted in her. I trusted in our relationship. And I took that step, even though it felt not really good in the moment. It was really, really scary for me. But that's what also Kate is referring to. Don't be a victim.
Yeah.
We have a choice, and sometimes that choice is scary. Sometimes it's even just that one call, to get on a call with one of us and even talk about the program. And again, hear the invitation. It's a conversation, and we're gonna, see you from your higher potential that you cannot see yet. And that's how we're going to talk to you, and that's how we're going to help you rise and take the next step and take back control and responsibility for your life.
Boom. That was delicious. Trust the process, take the responsibility, just have a phone call, just have a conversation. Right? That's it. Matthew, what will you say?
Well, you all stole mine.
Because you're
I'm
so
a victim. You guys stole my thunder. No,
mine.
I was also going to talk about I mean, I think this is I mean, this is your mission, Shiny. And it took is, to move from victim mentality to responsible, to flow,
Yeah.
And I think it took me a while to connect with your mission
Ah,
because that was your mission, right? We all get to find our own mission.
yeah.
But it did take some time because I think as Kate was saying, like when you're in the victim mentality, you don't even really know it. It
Yeah.
doesn't feel like it's a choice. You feel like you're a victim. Maybe we can change the word victim, but you feel like you're that you are responsive to what is happening outside of you, and that
Mm,
you don't have so much of a choice. It's almost like it's
mm,
your reality. And
yeah,
so within that, you feel like you have some choice, but you don't realize that the bigger choice is to realize that you're in a victim mentality, and then actually to step outside the victim mentality. How do you do that?
yeah.
Like that's a new paradigm rather than trying to work within the state of victimhood and try to figure out how to improve your life and things around you. Instead, it's about it's about quantum physics, which is part of NeuroShine technology. You have to step outside the paradigm, to get outside the problem, to realize that maybe it's the problem, which is the problem. Or the thought of anyway, I'm getting very abstract, but that's also like I feel like it's such an amazing, powerful opportunity to shift your own mindset and experience of yourself and what you can be and who you can be in the
Boom.
world.
Go
So.
Galactic. Certainly, but perhaps the problem is the problem. I mean,
Yeah, perhaps
I
the
believe
problem is the problem.
that's a great statement, Matthew. Why is that a problem? Right? I mean, it's an invitation for everyone to think, to feel, not only think, but feel viscerally. The problems that you have in your life, why are they a problem?
Mm.
Like, why is your problem a problem? And what is the real problem?
Hmm.
I like what you said. I do. Because it represents the depth, right? The layer,
Mm.
like going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, because there is something that we need to see right there. Is problem that you are focusing on the real problem, or is this
Hmm.
just a symptom that you are not aware what is really going on? Because what is our fundamental question in NeuroShine technology?
What is the
What
source?
What's
is
the
What
source?
is the
what is the
source?
source? We go all the way to the root cause. Like, what is the source of it? Okay, so you have a problem. I'm not happy at work. I'm not happy with my relationship. I'm not happy with my bank account. I'm not happy with my weight, my health. Okay, what is the source of it? Like, there is always something at the source, at the root cause. So what we are trained with, what we are conditioned with, is look at the symptom and then falsely believe that that is the problem. No, it's a symptom. There's actually an underlying root cause, which is a real problem. That's what Matthew is talking about. It's the depths that we're talking about. If you don't know what you don't know, then the lack of knowledge is the biggest barrier. And
Mm.
you are in a faculty with amazing successful people who are knowledgeable, who are going to take you through a process that you're going to hit your own black holes, your own, I mean, blind spots is black hole in my language. Okay. It's a blind spot, yes. But when you really look at the cosmology, when you study the sky mechanics, it's a black hole. It just like drags you. It just like you fall into it and it just sucks you, right? Like you're done. Or you feel lost. That's why you are lost. Because it's a symptom and you take it for granted. There's a way out. So that's what Matthew is talking about. There's a way
Mm.
out. Cosmic light
And
within.
you have that what you discover is that the way out is you have the power to find that way out.
That's it. Yep. That's
I
it.
guess the other plug I would say about like an ICF program as this is,
Uh,
because I took neuro-linguistic programming with you 10 years ago, right?
yes.
And
Yes.
neuro-linguistic programming is an amazing set of tools. It's very strategic, science-based. Um, but there's something about the ICF and NeuroShine technology that, for me, really expanded. I think NLP is a great set of tools,
Yes.
and they're very applicable.
Yeah.
But the soul piece, and then the expanded, just the expanded awareness of knowledge and the universe that comes into NeuroShine technology allows for, I'd say, a fuller
Yeah.
experience of that transformation of the self and the
Yeah.
power that we have. But the last thing I wanted to say is that as part of an ICF program, it's in your best interest to at least go for the first, the ACC
Mm-hmm.
credential, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to get that, you have to do 100 hours of coaching.
Yeah.
And what's amazing about ICF is that you can get those hours largely through partnering with other coaches. And
Yes.
so what you get is not only learning how to coach and having that requirement gives you at least 100 hours of very intentional coaching practice, but you also could receive the 100 hours from another coach. So that's what takes the program even further is the
Yeah.
coaching that you receive and practice,
That's
that
very
give and
true.
take.
Yeah, that's true. Like you are required to receive coaching. How's that? Instead of paying for it, you're required to receive it. That's a good
Yeah.
point. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Matthew. And let's hear from you, Nathan. What would be your words of wisdom?
Well, I think what I walk away from the content and the conversations of NeuroShine Technology all the time is just a deepening of awareness. And that awareness, I think, in corporate life and the way that I mentor and coach and teach and try to model the best I can is listening. The like listening to oneself, listening to others, and then taking action from there. We live in a very reactive world where everyone's just reacting out of um,
True.
just raw emotion.
Mhm.
And I think that this work really deepens our awareness through the practice of listening. And that's something that I'll work on for the rest of my life, but it's certainly richer and stronger than before I started.
Yeah. And then I can totally see like you're such a great listener. You're such a self-regulated listener, Nathan. And that is definitely something that the world needs to learn from you.
Hmm.
It's a fact. It's a fact. And you know it. Yeah. And it is very, very inspiring because like you said, in a world where everyone is reacting, that's what the victim mentality is. So let me just reframe the victim mentality. When we talk about victim mentality, a part of you might react to it and might go into defense. I'm not a victim. I'll tell you what, we are born as a victim because we live in this matrix. We are conditioned, we are programmed, the society, everything that we learned, everything that people told you, other people, we have that terminology for it, OPO, other people's opinions, it creates the victim loop around you. That's the matrix loop. If you do not poke it, you are not going to be able to quantum leap. You will always stay in that loop. It's the matrix loop, and that's where you get to hear different language from me because again my studies and my perspective, because it is really what's going on, and we are all awakening right now. We're all awakening. I want you to realize victim mentality is not something that is your fault. It is your default. It rhymes. It's not your fault. Okay, it's it's not a flaw. We are born like that. We are into it. That's the game. That's the game that we play. If you're able to overcome that, then you're able to overcome the matrix programming. Then you create your reality. Then you just remember your own power because we are all born to create our own reality with our own power. That's the sovereign creator that you are going to become as you just walk through this program, trust the process, right? And remember that the problem is not the problem. You have listening skills, like Nathan mentioned, that you will listen. What is really going on? Is it my matrix programming that is taking over and reacting? Or do I choose to be the sovereign creator of my reality and just respond with my ability to respond, which is the responsibility mindset that you're going to learn and integrate and apply and practice. And then you're going to receive coaching, like Matthew mentioned. It's a requirement. I mean, like in what way that you can receive coaching, like for 100 hours of coaching as a requirement that comes with the program that you're investing in? Come on, right? That's just unheard of in the world where there are so many gazillions of programs that you go find on social media. They do this, they do that. Do they tell you that, oh, you are going to receive 100 hours of coaching as a requirement and it's free? I mean, that is why the coaching in our NeuroShine technology framework, coaching is a tool, okay? Especially NeuroShine technology. Again, other programs are not going to provide you this. This is us. This is the way that we do it for you, with you. We co-create this video. We literally hold your hand. We say, okay, whatever you have learned about yourself and the world, it is the matrix. Let's walk you through the process so you can take the red pill and discover your own true power. Like, it's literally what's going on outside of the program. That's how you sound like this is how we are outside of the program. Okay, there is blue pill and then there is red pill. I mean, can I make it more clear? I think I'm making a point, right, you guys? It's literally what it is. But and then in the 3D reality in your everyday life, this red pill is going to remind you of your true powers, your skills, your dreams, what you truly want, who you want to become, and who you are meant to become, your true self, your authentic self. The cosmology, when you look at the planets, when you look at the stars, when you look at the biggest things, they know exactly what to do, right? The sun doesn't ask permission to shine, does it? Doesn't. And when you look at the smallest things in the universe, which where we talk about the quantum physics, we look at the biggest and the smallest. The smallest thing is the quantum physics. Waves are also particles. What does that mean? I mean, you collapse any function of reality, you create your own reality. And salt does not forget to become the salt. There's sodium and chloride in it. They are determined, they're committed to each other, and they are stable forever. And that's called authentic self-expression in the smallest scale. And in the largest scale, planets, they have their own largest stability, their commitment, and it's the same thing. So above as below, so within as without. So it's all these things. We apply science, we bridge the neuroscience, the hard science, quantum physics, and universal laws. That's what NeuroShine technology is all about. Universal laws. If you don't understand the mechanics of the universe, if you don't understand the mechanics of your own nervous system, no wonder why you suffer. Let us hold your hand and get you out. So now those are my final words. So we really wish that you are going to take a step forward and deepen yourself and forward yourself and create the future on your own terms in alignment with your truth. And we are here with any questions. You can just email us, support@neuroshinetechnology.com. You can reach out to Kate, Gabriele, Matthew, Nathan, Katarina on LinkedIn. And we have our heart for you. So we say, join us and let's keep shining. Right? Everyone? Yes? That's it? And if you're on time, you're so on time. So let's just send our love emojis to everyone. Let's just close this, right? 1, 2, 3. There you go. Well, all right. Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye.
To see you inside. We appreciate you. Bye-bye.
Bye.